Hello, here we go. So this is my template for a Manila folder portfolio. I don't know why I have all those things, but that's okay. And let me show you first. This is 4 that have been scored and folded, and they have not been cut and redone. So here is the way this works. This is a regular Manila folder, as you can see. I'm not doing a real good job of this, but that's okay. Y'all can hopefully get it. So the Manila folder is just a standard. Now, I have tried to do most all of them pre-folded, pre-scored, I mean, and folded, and we will let each participant do their own cutting and of course after that embellishing. So I am trying to do all of my folders. I did a 3rd cut for anyone that's office minded. This is the 2nd of a 3rd cut folder. There's 1, 2, and 3 when you have a 3rd cut tabs. I've tried to make all the tabs 1st cut. That way they will all be just alike. I ordered a whole box of 1st cut, and here is a sample of that 1st cut folder. So let's look at that first, since that one's different. So this is what we have in our folder. Okay, y'all? So you open that Manila file folder out, and you are going to see just a typical file folder. I have scored at the first score at 4 inches, and this is the regular fold, and then I have scored the other side by the tab, not by this, but by this, and I've scored it at 4 inches again. So what I did was I put this on my scoring board or my trimmer, and I scored here, scored, okay? And then this is the fold, and then I scored here. And I could dingy this up a little bit so you can see. Then I turned the folder this way, long ways, and I scored up from the bottom. I'm having trouble seeing because, you know, I'm in the middle of that cataract surgery that I had. And this is also, I mean, this is actually, if I can get it on the right thing, this is about, this is the hard part for me, y'all. Sorry about that. I think 3 3/4 is this, 3 3/4. So thereabouts, you could do it, actually just go up 4, but I didn't want to go up 4 because that puts this up higher. So if you can see that, so now we have this done, and these become your sections, and it folds like this. The outer sides go in where those scores are, and then you fold it, and this will be fixed so that you can, once you trim it, it will work better. So your portfolio or your Manila folder, simple folio journal is like this. So that is the naked one. Here is one that I did, and it is the exact same thing, as you can see, exact same thing. It opens, it has the same folds here, but they have been cut and flipped back to make pockets, and flipped up here, and then on this side the same thing, flipped back to make a pocket. So this is a decorated one, and here's what I have. It's not a whole lot. I'm not a perfect good person with that kind of stuff, but here's an example. Here's an embellishment, y'all. Here's a little tiny brad, like a little brad. Do you see that little brad right there? And it is, you can see it on the other side. So I've made an envelope here. As you can see, it's an envelope, and that is, the brad is holding that little thing. So that's just a little embellishment. And a lot of these things I got from Etsy. So now inside this little envelope is some more goodies. And here is a tag of sorts that's embellished. And it's just, it's done with washi tape. And it's done with printouts of what have you. And it fits in this, as you can see, in this envelope. So there we have a pocket, an envelope pocket, I'm calling it. And then this can go like so. So when you turn it back the way that you want to look at it, you can just make this like this. So it looks good to you. Okay, you see that, y'all? So then here is another pocket that's been made, and all this you'll create. And here's a card that says it's a postcard that went in there. Here is a, I put I love you, and it's just a piece of cardstock, and I glued that. I cut that out with a punch, and we will have punches and things for you to use. And then here's another little flaggy thing. So these are things that I have put inside this particular pocket that is glued. It doesn't fold over, but it looks like an open envelope. And I have added lace trim. I've added washi tape here, and look at this. This is one of those bottom folds that has been cut up the center, and then the back part of it has been folded back, like I said, to make this pocket on the front. And I have glued that in and folded it and made it so that it's a little interactive thing. Also, here is a tiny, tiny paper clip. This is just examples, and y'all, Tamara is the person that does this stuff and knows it. And so then I just put this little paper in there with that little paper clip and just paper clipped it. So there's a pocket. So what I did with my ribbon is, of course, I decided that I wanted to tie it. So before I pasted on any of this outside embellishment, I put my ribbon down and I put it all the way, y'all. The ribbon is here. It's glued under here. It's glued here, and then it's loose here. So when we fold up this beautiful folder, and I've got so many things. You can do so many things with these. Look at this little wooden heart. That's just an embellishment. These things are all over. You can find them. And then I've cut out and I've punched out with a tiny hole punch, circle punch, these circles, and they were like in a kit. So then now we look on the back side, and look what I have here. This is not a pocket. It looks like a pocket with a clock on it, but I kind of messed up here and glued it all down, so it's not a pocket. It's just a 4 looks on the back. And then this, of course, is also glued down as an, you know, an embellishment or a trim. And then my ribbon, as you can see, is going through here, and we're just going to tie that ribbon. And you do not have to do a ribbon. Your portfolio or your Manila folio, I don't know what to call it exactly, journal, junk journal, will have, I mean, it will close by itself. So then, but what I have done is I've just added that. So that is how simple it is. I have lots of ribbons, tiny ribbons for card, like we do for card crafting. And again, this is just this is stuck here, so I have to pull it out. Like, I don't know what it is. So, okay, so here is a bookmark from Chalk Couture, actually, and it's not been chalked on, but the hole is in it. So I tied some tiny, what do we call this? We call this, it's either chiffon or it's sari silk. I think this is sari silk right here. And I punched a hole, and I just made this, I cut this out so that it fits right over it. And so there's a bookmark here, and it fits right inside. And that's a little extra special item that comes with this, or that goes with this. So rest assured, it won't be hard to do. You can do anything. There's no mistakes. There's not anything that won't work or doesn't work. And like I said, what will happen is you'll have this, and we will cut. And I'll show you this. I want you to do that part because that gives you the option of looking. So what I do here is I take and make a tiny, this is on a fold, a tiny, very, very tiny diagonal sort of up to the score line. And this is a long video. And then what happens is, I didn't do a real good job of that, but what happens is then you see we now have this. And then what a result of that is, this folds in easier. So we're going to do that with these other ones. And like I said, this is for me the easiest way. So I just take that fold and do not even hardly 1/8 of an inch diagonal up to the score line. Whoops. And then we have this. And this one I'm going to fold back this way. This one I'm going to fold in. And then it closes like that. See, easy, easy peasy. So let's take this one and let's do the same thing. Let's do a tiny 1/8 inch, like almost a triangular piece. You're just giving it a little, oops, I didn't cut that quite to the score line, but there it is. So now what we have now, y'all, is we have these all cut. And I choose to fold the 2 end ones back, the 2 inner ones in, and then you fold like so, and it's a perfect fold. And what we do then with these is we can diagonally fold this down. So I'm kind of giving you a little explanation. And for those that now, you could leave that, glue that as it is, and embellish that, or you could cut that off and you have a pocket. You are going to glue only the side, okay? You're only going to glue the side. If you take this off, then you will not glue anything else, just this part to the center. But if you leave this, you might want to glue this down and embellish it, or you could turn it inside and do it like so. So that is kind of how it works. And this one, you turn back, but I would do it diagonally as well. You can do it any way you want to, but mine, I did diagonally. This second fold, I just simply folded it down about an inch, like so. And I don't make it a pocket. I make it just an open fold. So that's kind of how all that works, and it's not hard. And this is not a real good video because I didn't set it up real good. But you can, the world is your oyster. You can do anything you want to. So when you get your surprise, your mystery package with your papers and your ephemera, these things are called ephemera, and your maybe washi tape, even whatever a person wants to put into their mystery package for someone to use, then you're going to take that package and you're going to decorate your journal. How's that, y'all? I think you're going to have fun at this. I really think you will, and you'll enjoy it. You may not ever want to do it again. I get that, but you can also make little blank pieces. Sorry, I'm running out of words, to put into these pockets that you can journal on, you can write on. This is a mini type of thing. It's a mini folio, and it's just made simply from a file folder. And I think it's just an awesome way to do it and to start, as opposed to doing a big journal pages. And then you go from there if you like it. For all of you that are already doing it, I do not know how to sew signatures in yet, so that's something I want to learn, and I will. So this is Lyndell from Lyndell's Craft Escape, and this is how we're going to roll come October 9th, because I believe that's Friday and of 2026, and that's the day that we're planning to do our journal in the morning, crafting, and a paint party that night. Have fun. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye now.